Hi, I'm Josie, and today I'm going to show you a really cool idea to make better use of the space in your garden. And here at home, what happened? I had a space over there, Miguel grumbling. I had a space full of strawberry seedlings, and I wanted to make better use of that space by reusing an old pipe that was lying around. So, I'm going to show a vertical strawberry garden, but you can adapt it with whatever works best for you. And also a really cool idea to make a rustic stand with an old piece of wood you have at home, and also add a scented candle. So I'm going to show you everything in this video. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you like it, you know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and share the video with everyone. That's it. Let's get to the video. Look, I had set you guys up here on this cactus, and look, the little one here making a mess with her mouth all dirty from the dragon fruit we picked. Grandpa Jose here in the hammock, right, Grandpa? I said, Dad, watch Miguel for me for a bit while I do the intro for the video. But caring for him is hard, right? Dad, no.
The man is really quick to slack off.
Look at that, see? Shameless. And the garden, guys, is getting more and more beautiful. And it's going to get even better. I'm planting a lot of things. I just moved another herb here. Really nice. I forgot the name of this little tea plant I planted here. It was from the other farm. I moved the whole plant. It's really fragrant here. I forgot the name. I think it's Cedro. I'm not sure if that's the name, guys, but it's super fragrant. Really nice. And let me show you, here are the dragon fruits, but we were forgetting to pick them. They almost spoiled because the cow was coming and Uncle was there. Yeah, Uncle was there fixing the stones, right? Now let's pick here. Let's pick the fruit. Let's go. Look, look, look here. What happens? The ant was eating it, right? The ant was eating the little fruit. Let Mommy try to see if this will work. Look, the ants were attacking, guys. I don't know. I don't think we took too long. Let Mommy tap it a little here. We took too long to take it off. Yeah, we took too long to take it off, right? Miguel? Wait here. Let Mommy pick it. The other one is wait. It's the stone, right? Hold the little fruit for Mommy. Sit here. Sit so Mommy can pick the other fruit. Sit, Miguel. Sit. Mommy is going to pick the other little fruit. Sit. That's it. Sit. Sit. Wait, honey. Sit, boy. Come here. Don't go there. Wait. Calm down. And we pick here. See, right, Miguel? We pick the fruits. And now we're going to see if it's still tasty, right, Miguel? Because the ants were attacking it, right? So let's go. Let's see if we can still make use of it. You've already seen the cow, right? The uncle. And then we pick some fruit and see if it's good. I want to try one really big one and two little ones with you guys. Look who's excited. Look who's excited. You want it, man. Yeah, take this one. Take that one. Let's see if you'll like it. Try it. Taste it. Take a bite so we can see if it's good. How tasty? Okay, it's sweet.
It's sweet.
Wow, it's tasty, Dad.
Yeah, each of those flowers has a home. Did you take two or just one?
3, a big one. Look, guys, I don't know if you can see it, but look, it's really sweet.
Really good, sweet.
Do you want to try it like this, do you? You have to hold it like this. Isn't it delicious? It's good, right? Let's see if this big one is good. The small ones were tasty.
This one at least is sweet.
Wow.
I pulled out a little thread. I pulled out a little piece of this.
Wow, it's delicious, Dad. It's sweet.
It's sweet.
It's really sweet. Do you want me to take a slice out with a spoon?
Take a long slice. That works. That's good.
Don't mind the noise. The air conditioner is on over there, so it's making some noise. But look, guys, let me show you. I found this thing over at Chakra Nova, and I'm not going to throw it away. I'm going to reuse it. I don't know what this is. If anyone knows, write it down below. It's broken, but I'm still going to use it. There's a part here, a little piece of wood. Let me try to take it out so you can see this little piece of wood here. Look, it was nailed on too. I'm not going to throw it away because I think it's really pretty. Look, I'm going to use it to make some decoration. It was nailed on like this. At the bottom, I don't know what this pipe with little holes is for, but it's a really sturdy, thick pipe, so I'm going to make use of it. For what? I have several strawberry seedlings here. Look, I should have spaced them out more. So it ends up messy like this. Then I thought I don't want to make one that's vertical like this. So I'm going to plant. I'll get the hole saw, make some bigger holes, and I'll plant the strawberries like this, vertically. Later, I'll show you how it's going to look. I'll choose a spot so it doesn't take up all this space here, okay? And also, this way, it's in contact with the soil, so it ripens, the strawberry matures. But many of them stay in contact with the soil, and bugs eat them or they rot, that kind of thing. And vertically, they'll grow and hang down. Later on, I'll show you what my idea is, but when I finish, I'll also show you how it's going to look planted, and I'll check the place. I haven't decided yet, but it's going to be here, somewhere in the garden. I'm in love with this papaya tree here. It's so beautiful, guys. Look, and it already has such beautiful fruit, right? And the leaves, wow. I'm just in love with this papaya tree. That's why I'm letting the other one grow here, right next to mine. Look here. Underneath, there's the finger lime. I'm gonna let this one grow. I'll let it be. It started growing on its own, just with the compost soil. But I'll let it thrive so it can be as beautiful as this one here. Look, guys. I chose this spot here. I'm going to leave it here inside this little garden bed because they were already planted here and I saw that it worked. So they're going to stay here where they get good sunlight. And I made the hole. I'm going to put this part here. Look, that's broken right there. See, a little bit below the soil. That's the bottom part of the garden bed where these strawberries are. Then everything will be removed and only this part will be left, so I can plant several. I want to make some seedlings of portulaca that I have here. I'm taking this soil here, which has a lot of compost soil, some organic stuff that I also throw in here, and I want to prepare it to make some portulaca seedlings. Who came to visit? Benjamin. Shameless, what are you doing there, man? Mischievous one, what are you doing there among the lavender, huh? You handsome boy? What's wrong? Huh? What's wrong, mommy's little love, huh? Huh? Did you come to visit mommy, you beautiful boy? Let me show you where it is. At 11 o'clock, they're here. On this little slope where I once planted, I want this slope here. It has this ground wire here. I want to bury it completely, make something to hide this ugly pipe. So I planted these 11 o'clock flowers that you see. They're here among the little grasses. I want to let this moss keep growing. I want to leave some little plants like this. On the slope, you know, I just think it's cute and I want to plant a few more little flowers here on this slope. Now, I leave it here with my other little seedlings and I water them every day until they take root. It's really easy to make seedlings like this. This one is a St. Caetano melon seedling, really good. Mara gave it to me as a gift. I told her I wanted seeds, and she brought me the fruit and the seeds. There were some seedlings here too, but the ants ate them. I can't believe it. Ugh, I'm so mad. They were really pretty. Here I'm making other seedlings of acerola. And this one is today's. I watered it every day. 12 o'clock. I'm going to take advantage that I'm with you and water my parsley here. Oh guys, I love filling it with air. You have no idea. Here I picked some lettuce. Papaya seeds. Here is, I forgot the name. I don't know if it's chicory. I don't remember. You have to water it more. I'm grinding the citronella grass. Look, and then it creates this little ground cover here. So when it rains a lot, it holds the water and the plants look beautiful. Look, the pitaya seedling is growing there. Bell pepper plant. There are green and red bell peppers. Miguel is planting back there. Another seedling I planted was this one here. Oh, I forgot the name of this. Here, guys, it smells really good. Here it's missing ground cover because I took some soil from here and put it in another bed. So now it's missing some. But look at my corn crop. Collard greens with leaves like this. Oh, this one was given to me by Aunt Chica. Look how beautiful it is. Hey, little guy. Hey, little guy, you're nailing hammering. Look at that, huh? Are you helping? There was a follower who said, Josie, buy him a hammer, a little tool. He has toy tools, but he prefers the real ones. Right, Miguel? Look how precious this is. Here, where I planted the seedlings, 11 o'clock seedlings, look how beautiful. There was a little bud and it bloomed. Now let me show you. I made all the holes I needed to make here in the pipe. Now I'm just going to start distributing the seedlings that I'm going to take from right here. I'm going to separate them. Look, you can see there are a lot of old leaves, so I'm going to separate them and try to find a way to make it a little easier. I take it out, put the seedling there, and then cover it with soil. Let's see if this works. To make it easier for those of you who want to do the same, I'm doing it this way. I said I was going to take out the seedlings and put them in all the holes, then cover them with soil. But I started doing it. And when I started putting the soil, the seedlings started coming out. So it starts like this. You put them in the holes at the bottom, add soil, adjust the seedling a little, then move to the next one and keep adding soil. That way they start adjusting themselves. Look, I'm putting one in each hole. Then I'll see if I need to reduce the number of leaves, which I think I will. But you start from the bottom like this and keep adding soil until you fill it up to the top. Everything is planted here, my friends, look. Now what I'm going to do, there are just a few little strawberry plants left now, since I've already planted a lot all around the pipe here. Now I'm going to take this out. Look, everything that's here in this space, I'm going to remove and grind over there in that machine. There, then, so we can replace it. More soil from the composter here too, that I took out, which was part of the composting. And I had some really good soil, so that's the soil I got from here. It's really dark and really good. With worms, I even left some worms down here. So this can be a worm bed for strawberries and the rest of this here. I'm going to grind everything up and leave this part of the garden bed clean for new vegetables, some other crops that I might plant. I turned all the soil here with this hoe. I think it's called a hoe or something like that. I turned the soil here with this and also with my shovel. I told Isa I need to get a good hoe as a gift. I told Dad I need to get a good hoe as a gift. I don't have any here. I had a small one and it disappeared. It never showed up again. Jack probably took it somewhere and didn't bring it back to my tool shed. I like to have my little tools, so I always keep them here in this little space on the side, and I don't lose them. There, look, I cleaned up, removed the weeds, turned the soil, and now I'll water the strawberries. I prefer watering them in the late afternoon. But since I've already planted, and it's under this little shade here, look, from the papaya tree I planted to make shade here in the garden, some sunlight still gets through, so it's comfortable to work here in the garden. Now, I'm going to water it really well with the watering can. And later on, you'll see if this worked out or not. It's nice for us to think in a smart way. When it's time to make our garden, I like to mix everything together. You can see that I always work by mixing a lot of things. Now I'm going to take the opportunity to grind some grass, some weeds here to cover this area. Look, this part of the garden bed is where I always like to prepare the soil. There's another compost bin back there, and the soil from there is top quality. But here I always like to have some grass. But later even Vinicius from the Familia Medincuto channel gave me this as a gift, so now I'm really happy. I always have a little bit of grass here because then I let it dry here for a while. Sometimes on the same day I already put it and start covering here, look, the rest of the garden bed to keep the moisture. Now I'm going to do that. I'll see if there are some more parts over there that I need to prune from the passion fruit. Then I'll take advantage and put them here too. Look, these are some seedlings that I leave here. They grow and then I move them to another place. Look, papaya tree over there, more papaya. So I leave these little seedlings here. They grow a bit more and then I plant them, sometimes in the middle of the forest. Anyway, I keep looking for places where I haven't planted yet and I keep replanting. Look at this here. This is wonderful for ground cover. And imagine if I had to chop all of this by hand, there would be no way. And that's it, everyone. I've already removed the excess leaves here. Now the ones that are left, I can tell they're already firmer, standing up more. Look, so I'm not going to remove them. I'll just leave them like this. I've already removed the weeds from here. I've already ground up everything that needed to be ground. As more things come up for me to shred, I keep shredding them and putting them here. And that's it, everyone. Everything's fine here. Now when the strawberries start to grow and thrive, I'll show you this strawberry tower again. And here there's an empty space to plant other little things. Taking advantage, guys, since I'm getting creative. I'm going to grab, look, a piece of firewood from this little basket of mine here, which I keep for us to supply our campfire. I'm going to grab a piece of firewood because look, do you see these little cups I'm holding in my hand? So I'm going to come up with some aromatic candles with it. So I came here to pick out this piece of firewood, which I thought was pretty. Look, look. I'm going to clean it and come up with a stand just the way it is. Then I'll just make a hole here, another one here, and another one here to serve as a base for the little cups. Soon you'll see how it looks. I think it'll be really pretty. I already thought it looked great. Now I'm going to make the 2 holes there so we can put the little cups on the wood. So think about a really hard piece of wood. Oh my God, guys, it looks really old. But in the middle, it's really, really hard. And look, if you have the right tool, you don't need to drill all the way through. You can leave a little support. But what I did was, I took the smaller hole saw just to fit it. See, so I don't need the bottom and I can drill all the way through. Because this hole saw, it drills and it leaves a little hole, right? So I drilled all the way through and went over it with the hole saw. I don't know if you'll be able to understand me, but anyway. Look, since I used a smaller size, I put the little cup in and it stays supported. Now I'm doing the other side and it turned out like this. I made a through hole. So now I just need to prepare the scented candles. Now I just applied this oil here, guys, which I like to use on rustic furniture. I like to use it on boards and things like that, so I also applied it here on this little piece of wood. After it absorbs this oil, it gives protection and also prevents it from crumbling. It's going to look really nice. After the candle is ready, now I'm already preparing my scented candle here. Look, I put a little bit of vanilla because I lost my essence, so I'm using edible essence instead, just to see if it works. It's clove. I put it in, and I also added a cinnamon stick. I just forgot to take the string out first, like I always do. I usually take it out and save it for other days when I'm going to make it again. So now I just put a little clip on it like this. After that, I just put the little candle in there, cut the wick, and let it rest, stirring until it's ready. Here, I keep it on very low heat. See, you can see it's on 2, so the candle doesn't burn. And it's ready now. Look at our candle holder. Look how cute it is, guys. Simple and beautiful, all homemade, see? The little candle is really nice, really fragrant, with cinnamon, cloves, and vanilla essence. See? Really cool. And look, what was going to be thrown away to burn, now it's going to stay like this to make things prettier and still be useful. So, that was today's video. I couldn't show Jack and Isabel because they were out, right? Jack is at school. He's part of the school's PP, so he's there. Isabel couldn't be in the video either because she's at school, and that's it. Today, the ones who appeared in the video were me, Grandpa Jose, and Miguel, and that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the ideas in today's video. If you liked it, you know what to do. Leave a like, share it with everyone, and subscribe if you haven't already. Kisses to your hearts and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.